The Neighbor. Psychological Horror Story. Part 1. The Silent House. The most dangerous house on a street is always the quietest one. At the very end of Maple Street stood a two-story house people rarely talked about. Even children crossed the road when passing it. Everyone seemed to know something was wrong with it, yet no one could explain what. The house looked ordinary. White walls, old wooden windows, curtains that were always closed, but no one ever stayed there long. Some families suddenly moved away. Some ended up in psychiatric hospitals. Others simply disappeared. The police never found a reason. The town settled on a simpler explanation. The house wasn't right. In the autumn of 2021, a new family moved in. Daniel Harper, his wife Lisa, and their 8-year-old daughter Emma. The cheap price made Daniel laugh. "People scare themselves for nothing," he told the realtor. She didn't respond. Her hand trembled slightly as she gave him the keys. That same day, they met the neighbor. A man stepped out from the gray house next door. Mid-40s, perfectly combed hair, a gentle smile, eyes far too calm. "Hello, I'm Adrian." His voice was soft, comforting. He helped carry boxes and gave Emma chocolate. Later, Lisa said, "He seems incredibly kind." Daniel agreed, but Emma stayed quiet. After Adrian left, she whispered, "Dad, he stared at me too long." Daniel laughed. "He's probably shy." Emma shook her head. "No, he looked like he knew me." That night, something strange happened. Around 3 a.m., Lisa woke up. Footsteps echoed downstairs, slow, careful, as if someone was walking inside the house. Daniel checked. Doors locked, windows sealed. No one there, except one thing. Emma's teddy bear sat on the kitchen table. She had left it upstairs. The next evening, Adrian returned. "How was your first night?" he asked. Daniel hesitated. Adrian smiled slightly. "People rarely sleep well here at first." "Why?" asked Lisa. Adrian stared at the house. "Old houses remember things." Then he laughed, but his eyes didn't. That night, Emma dreamed of a boy standing in the neighbor's window, alone, covered in blood, repeating the same words, "He's still here." From then on, Adrian appeared every day, too helpful, too attentive, always watching. One night, Daniel looked outside at 2:47 a.m. Adrian stood in his yard, motionless, staring directly at their house. Daniel suddenly understood. Adrian wasn't watching the house. He was waiting. Part 2. The Watcher. Sleep abandoned Daniel. He constantly felt someone awake outside. Lisa changed too, irritable, nervous. "The walls feel like they're listening," she whispered one day. Emma began drawing disturbing pictures, their house and a tall shadow figure in the window. "That's the neighbor when he was little," she said. Daniel froze. "How do you know?" "Because he talks to me at night." Later, Daniel researched the house. An old newspaper headline read, "Man brutally murdered in his home. Only witness was his 9-year-old son." The boy in the photo was Adrian. The report said the child claimed it came out of the wall. Police dismissed it as trauma. Case closed. That night, Daniel saw Adrian again outside, but this time, a child-shaped silhouette stood beside him. Adrian tilted his head as if speaking to it. Daniel realized Adrian wasn't afraid of the house. He lived with it. Part 3. Trauma never dies. Rain hammered the windows. 9-year-old Adrian sat on the stairs while his father argued downstairs with someone unseen. "Leave my son alone," his father screamed. The lights went out. A scream followed, wet, tearing sounds. Something moved in the darkness, something shaped like a man, but wrong. It looked up at Adrian. No forced entry, no suspect, only a terrified child repeating, "It came out of the wall." No one believed him. Years later, Adrian discovered a pattern. The house didn't kill people, it made them destroy each other. The house needed someone to stay, someone chosen. Part 4. The house chooses. Daniel stopped sleeping completely. Whispers filled the walls. Lisa began trusting Adrian. One evening, Daniel overheard her ask, "Is it really inside?" Adrian nodded. "It always has been." That night, pounding came from the basement. On the wall appeared fresh writing, "Your turn." Lisa stood behind Daniel, holding a knife, calm, empty eyes. "The house chose me," she said. Lights died, screams echoed, metal struck flesh. Silence followed. Morning came. Lisa was dead. Daniel survived. Emma never spoke again. Daniel repeated endlessly, "It came out of the wall." Months later, a new family moved in. Adrian approached with a pie, smiling warmly. "Hello, I'm your neighbor." That night, he stood outside again, watching, waiting. In the window, a bloody child's silhouette appeared. Adrian lowered his head respectfully, because the house was still alive, and it was hungry.